Hi everybody, welcome to another Low on Health Rambling where I kind of go over what I've been doing the last past day or so. Today is August 21st, 2010. It's a Saturday. It's about 9:43 p.m. This is kind of like a late night one. Kind of had an interesting night, not really, but just fun for me nonetheless. But overall, the weekend itself was a normal work week. It was actually the first work week, believe this or not, at my new job in 3 months' time, where all my people in my department had perfect attendance, as it were. Nobody being sick, nobody being vacation, no kids being sick, nobody kind of leaving early, taking half days. So that was like the first week out of 3 months where everybody was actually there. And things were actually, in my opinion, ran rather smooth because nobody was kind of making up for anybody else. So that was kind of fun. It was just a normal work week. I mentioned on my Facebook, and I actually mentioned the last video too, that I finished watching Avatar, which was, of course, the anime series, and basically it ended on a really good note. I'm interested now. They're making another one apparently coming out soon, taking place 7 years afterwards. But really dug Avatar, and it was really, in my mind, better than Bleach, Naruto, and Dragon Ball, given its length and everything. And that's kind of something to say. But I really much enjoyed watching Avatar. But that was just kind of how the week went by. Not really doing much gaming front wise and whatnot. Playing Borderlands, no big deal. But what happened today was basically, woke up Saturday and actually kind of went to bed early Friday night. Kind of spent it like a normal work day. But woke up this morning, was like, you know what, I'll get some lawn work done. Did the usual lawn work, and it was cool. I did it so early, the sun wasn't really up. By the time the sun was coming up, a storm was pushing through. So basically, I got decent cloud cover and a nice cool breeze kind of towards my tail end of doing my lawn work, which was really cool and refreshing. Give me a second here. Sorry. Orange Cream Slurpee again. I love these things. That's a good waste of your time. But, so I did that, I decided to do something else I haven't done in a while, is I got Chick-fil-A breakfast. I'd love me some Chick-fil-A breakfast, of course it's expensive. But I love their chicken minis, which are like little biscuits with chicken nuggets in them, and their little hash browns, little circle hash browns are great. So I was like, I haven't had those for a very long time, months. I mean, I'm talking like 9 or 10 months the last time I had this stuff. So, I'm like, you know what? I'll treat myself to this and I'll try it out. So I did that, and that was kind of cool. I had that. And basically, my other thing I was going to do today is I was basically driving out to see Darren out in Wesley Chapel to go see Scott Pilgrim again. So what I want to do real quick is I'll basically kind of bring up a map real quick. And this is that A right there is basically where Darren lives, which is kind of Wesley Chapel. You can kind of see, let me try zooming in and seeing if this doesn't screw up everything. But you can kind of see 52, you can kind of see 54. And I live basically all the way out here-ish. Let me see if I can move this around a little bit better. Right around here-ish, which kind of puts me at a disadvantage. Do I take 52 or 54? So I took 54, and then basically to get to Darren's, it's really kind of a backwoods type of area. I didn't really know. I mean, I've known Darren for like 8 or 9 years now. He's come over to my place a bunch of times, but I've never come over to his. But basically now seeing that right here he lives, let me see if I can zoom in on this. I'm not gonna say it's backwaters, but it's basically all the way back in one of these nice sparse neighborhoods. Let me see if I can pull up the satellite image, and hopefully this doesn't screw up too much. But let's see if we can pull this in here. I mean, it's basically all, like, his family apparently has like 11 acres out there, and their house is just awesome. Like, I've never been there before, but it's a nice sprawling house. All the rooms are big. They have like 3 almost entertainment rooms and 3 bedrooms. I was like talking to him. It's like a 2,800 square foot house. It was just a beautiful house, a nice big open house. I really thought it was really a cool, nice little place. But anyway, so I go to Darren's, which I haven't been to in a while. Of course, I get kind of lost on the way there, but that always happens to me. But we went to go see Scott Pilgrim, and it was the first time he was seeing it, and third time for me seeing this movie. And that just shows you, I love this movie so much that basically I'm willing to go see it 3 times. And each time I'm picking up little nuances here and there. This was the first time I saw it in a standalone theater, and it was once again one of the digital projection theaters, so that was kind of cool. Afterwards, we went to a steak place that we frequent before when Dax came down. Let me see if I can use this map and have some fun with it. We went to a little restaurant that's kind of just around here, like right after 75. Sorry, and had dinner and whatnot. Talked about the movie. I also gave him the soundtrack and graphic novels, which I've of course been watching and reading ad nauseum for Scott Pilgrim. So he's got to probably read those and whatnot. But he agreed. He loved the movie, and really more and more people should go see it. I am probably going to go see it again next Saturday. Call it The Passion of the Pilgrim or whatever. I just really want to see this get good box office sales, and granted, me seeing it is not going to make that big of a deal, but I just want to basically give some more support to the movie because I love it so much. I enjoyed it each time. Afterwards, I was like leaving Darren's and whatnot, and I was like, you know what? I don't really want to go home and start playing video games again because that's what I always do. So what I decided to do instead was kind of go on a little driving adventure. I hopped on 75. Let me keep using the map here. I hopped on 75 and just kind of drove down 75 for a while. I got off around USF, kind of drove around the downtown USF area, which is something I haven't done in a very, very, super mega long time, and kind of just cruised Tampa. I basically thought, hey, I'm just going to hop on Nebraska and see where Nebraska leads me. So I basically just drove all the way down Nebraska, which is kind of around here, which actually somehow I ended up kind of back at Channelside. I noticed I was like, hey, I'm down by the aquarium, and where was last Friday? That's kind of interesting. So then I took another turn, I guess, on 7th Avenue, which goes through Ybor. So I actually drove through Ybor. It was all happening and whatnot. And I was debating on getting out and just kind of walking Ybor, but not really feeling the vibe. And basically just kind of drove around for a while. Just drove around kind of downtown Tampa and just kind of meandered around and whatnot. Eventually made my way back to kind of the Brandon I-75 area and just basically hopped back onto that. Took 75 all the way straight back up to 54. Zoomed across. Got some lottery tickets. Bought me a Slurpee and now doing this video. Granted, not that big of a thing, and I don't know, it was kind of weird. Basically, I used to drive all the time, like back in the day, if everybody remembers when gas was cheap. I know that's sad, me dating it and everything, but back when gas was like 84 cents, we would drive around all the time and just go and see where the roads would take us. I remember, basically one time I was like, I wonder where like 54 or 52 took me, and it basically took us all the way straight to Titusville and to Cocoa Beach. Where's Cocoa Beach on this? Around here, Cocoa Beach, there it is. And that was just kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing I used to do back in the day, was just go drive around, see where roads could take me. And you really can't do that nowadays because of gas prices. And, of course, I probably put a lot of wear and tear on my car. I love these orange cream Slurpees, my God. But didn't really do much this week. It's kind of a relaxing kind of week. I don't know. I almost feel like now I'm kind of, not, I guess, being restless. I guess I have maybe all this energy. I doubt it, but all this gumption to kind of go out and do something. I don't know what that is I should be doing. So, I mean, I'm not going to say throw your suggestions out for me to go do stuff, but I don't know. It just feels like I should be doing something, but I'm not. And my natural state is not doing anything and just playing it uber conservatively, so I don't know what to make of that. Maybe I should just look, to do more things locally, but I don't know. That's basically how my week went down. Nothing really big. I do have some movies queued up, which I'm going to probably see over the week, and then probably Scott Pilgrim again next weekend. And then, of course, I have the Sonny's Anime Nation thing also next Sunday, which should be kind of interesting. Get to meet up with some old Anime Nation crew members and whatnot, and kind of just talk and catch up and whatnot. But that's about it. As always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you next time.